Okay, hey everyone. Quick update. We are home. We came home yesterday on the 11th of January. Noah's doing much better. He had his bronch on Monday the 10th, and he was 50 to 70% better than he was the first time they looked. And the first time they looked, he was 60% closed up. So he's he was around 30% closed up when they looked on Monday. So that's a huge improvement. Um, So we got to bring him home. And he does have a follow up appointment in 3 weeks with the ENT. Next week, he has an appointment with the GI doctor. They'll talk more about the pedance probe. I think that's what it's called, the pedance probe. Um, they'll talk more about that. And that's where they'll stop his acid reflux meds for 5 days and then put a tube that goes into his nose down into his esophagus. Um, and it will basically measure the how strong the acid is in his coming up when he's refluxing, how severe the reflux is, maybe some other things, and I'm just not remembering. But anyhow, so yeah, they'll talk about that, and then tomorrow we go to his 6 month appointment slash follow up from the hospital visit. And are you trying to cry? Don't cry. I would cry too if I was watching him on TV. So okay, anyhow, where was I at? Yeah, tomorrow the pediatrician, um, and then a week after we do the ENT, he will go see the pulmonologist again, and I think that'll have us covered for all of our follow-up visits. Um, let's see. You see how fat his face is? This is from the steroids. Like his face does not match his body whatsoever. So he's got. It's not really the double chin part. That was kind of already there. But this, all this here cheek, this is all from the steroids. They said it would take several weeks for it to go away, but we'll see. So, anyhow, so now he's home. He's on Zantac once a day, and he's on Prevacid twice a day. And he's doing pretty good. When he was in the hospital, he wasn't sleeping through the night anymore. And last night he didn't sleep through the night either. He woke up. Um, he took his last bottle at 9. He laid down at 10, and he woke up at 4 to eat. And he woke up again at 7:30. Um, when he was in the hospital, he was going like waking up every 2 hours around the clock, day and night, to eat. Um, but we think that was because of the steroids. Plus, he had lost some weight. He had lost a little over a pound, so they think he was trying to catch up. Plus, maybe going through a growth spurt, plus the steroids, and he was eating 6 ounces every 2 hours around the clock for about 3 days, and whew, that was a task. I felt like he was a newborn again. Actually, even when he was a newborn, he didn't eat that much. He ate every 3 hours when he was a newborn. So, yeah. We're home. He's healthy. He does still have sort of that barky seal cough. Um, but, it sounds like the croup cough. He does still have that just a little bit. Nothing compared to what he did have. Um, but he's back to his old self. He's happy, and he's a happy baby. Sweet. I think he got a little bit spoiled in the hospital because I was in the room. I stayed at the hospital with him. I didn't go home. I didn't sleep here at the house. We just, me and my husband both slept at the hospital with him. Now, my husband, he went back and forth to work, but when I stayed at the hospital with him, but I think he got used to me being in the room with him all the time. And I held him all the time while we were there because he was sick and he didn't feel good. He needed me to hold him and love him and comfort him. And so now that we're home, I put him in his bouncer, or it's a bouncer or jumperoo, whatever you call it. Yeah, jumperoo. And he'll be happy, laughing, giggling, cooing. And I'll just walk out of the room for like 2 seconds, and he starts screaming bloody murder. And so then I walk back in to look at him, and he grins and starts smiling and laughing again. Yeah, I just miss my mama. Yeah, I just miss my mama. So, yeah. So I think we're back on track. The main issue actually was his reflux. Um, he had something called has. I don't know if it I don't really know. I'm gonna talk to the ENT because I think I'm a little confused on if the subglottic stenosis actually goes away or if it stays and just kind of gets aggravated. Um, from what I was told in the hospital, the subglottic stenosis was caused by his severe GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, something like that. GERD, whatever you call it. So that's the reason he's on the reflux meds, to keep his airway from being affected. He was actually aspirating on the reflux. So they did suck out some formula from down when they did the first bronch or second bronch. Whenever they did the balloon dilation, they removed some aspirated formula. What, you see yourself? Oh my goodness! Oh, hold on. So much for that medicine helping, huh? Oh, baby. Nothing like being puked on, is there? It's my new fragrance. Oh, yeah. It's my new perfume. Noah Vomit. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? Okay, so now, okay, I think we're pretty clean of vomit. Oh, it will only be like the 5th outfit I've changed today on me and him. So, I forgot where I was at now. What was I talking about now? What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Shoot. I don't remember. Don't even remember what I was going to talk about next. I had something in my head. Yes, I had something to talk about, and I forgot. Because you threw up on me. Yeah, it's your fault. It's okay, though. No, it's okay. Okay, well, anyways, I'll talk about relaxating right quick. I actually started pumping again January 1st, I think. I think that's a fair statement to say. It was January 1st. So, anyhow, being in the hospital, I wasn't able to pump as often as I wanted to. Excuse me, I was wanting to pump every 2 hours. But Noah was extremely fussy and extremely needy. And every time I would sit down to pump, he would start crying. And so we had the goal every day at the hospital was to keep him calm, to not let him cry. And how do you not let a baby cry is beyond me. But we did our dangest to, is that a word, dangest? Maybe not. Who cares? It's better than saying the other word. So. Anyways, we tried as hard as we could to keep him from crying. And sometimes we failed. But for the most part, we kept him pretty calm by holding him. Hence the reason he's a little spoiled now. So, but anyways, yeah, we had to keep him calm so that he didn't cry. Because the more he cried, the worse it would aggravate his throat. So, and we didn't want it to swell up anymore. He's chewing on my finger. So, anyways, yeah. So I had to hold him a lot in the hospital. So every time I would start to pump, he would start to cry, so I'd have to stop and get up and hold him. So it was just kind of like a never-ending battle. And so I didn't get to pump as often as I wanted. The first day I pumped, I got absolutely nothing from the left side, and I got one drop that would not fall off on the right side. And with the terrible pumping schedule that I had while I was in the hospital, I did manage to start getting drops out of the right or left side, and more drops out of the right side. Then we came home, and like I said, we came home yesterday, and I started using the pumping style by Medela, and like I wasn't getting hardly anything, like barely even a drop was coming out of each breast, and I was even power pumping yesterday, and it just it wasn't really working out so well. So today I went and bought or not bought, there's no way I could buy it, but I went and rented the Medela Symphony, which is the hospital grade pump. Let's sit here beside me because this is where I pump, right here on the couch in the living room. Oh goodness, it's heavy. This is, there it is. That is the Medela Symphony. So it's the hospital grade pump. I'm sure if you pumped in the hospital, you probably used one of those. Anyhow, so I went and rented that today, and I also picked up some more Mother's Milk Plus or more Mother's Milk. I can't remember the name of it. I'll show it to you in my next video. But anyhow, I bought that, and I took one capsule today around 6 p.m. It is 10 minutes after 9 right now. So I took one of them at 6 and did my next pumping at 6, and then I pumped again at 8. And at my 8 o'clock pumping, I did see a little more milk than I had earlier. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the new capsules that I was taking. And I need to find out if I can take, it has fenugreek, blessed thistle, fennel seed, and I believe marshmallow root in it. I need to see if I can take my fenugreek on top of that, since it has fenugreek in it. I'm not really sure if they're compatible to take together, or if that would be like too much fenugreek. I'm going to look that up. Or if you know, you can leave me a comment below and just tell me. Also, I went to the pharmacy today to pick up my prescription for domperidone. But they said it was going to be ready on Monday. Today it is Wednesday, and they said that it's still not ready. They were waiting for one other drug to come in before they could make it. So it will be, they said it would be there tomorrow, so hopefully I can go tomorrow and pick that up. Where you going? You see yourself? Huh? It's silly. So yeah, I was going to go get that, and obviously I didn't have it. And then I was going to get something called goat's rue. If you've used goat's rue, let me know and tell me how it helped you. But I want to get something called goat's rue because from what I understand, it helps the memory tissues. It helps to grow more memory tissue. Does that make sense? Yeah. It doesn't really help increase your milk supply. It just helps increase the tissue, like the ducts that hold milk. I guess make them bigger, or yeah, I'm not really sure. Because I had supply issues first time, so I'm wanting to try to see if I can keep from having supply issues once I get to a full supply, if I can get to a full supply. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I went to the vitamin shop today and they didn't have it, so I'm gonna look some up online. See if I can find some. Noah is just slobbering everywhere. The shirt is soaking wet. Okay, well, I guess I will do an update tomorrow if, well, not if, but when we get back from the doctor, and let you know all his stats, height, weight, all that good stuff, and kind of give you an update on where he is as far as his milestones and all those goodies. I'll do that tomorrow. Keep an eye out. I'm going to be doing a video for the preemie drive that I do. This will be the 3rd year that I've done it, and it's where we collect preemie size clothing for the neonatal intensive care unit at Levine's Children's Hospital. So keep your eye out for that. He's reaching for his feet, if you're wondering what in the world he's doing. So yeah, keep your eye out for that video. I'm going to try to get that up tomorrow. And also, one last thing, we just ordered something for Noah to sleep with at night. It's called a Tucker sling. You can Google it if you want. But basically, well, we got him the wedge, Tucker sling wedge combo. Basically, it's a wedge. And since he doesn't sleep in his crib and he sleeps with us in our room, the wedge can be put anywhere. It won't fit in the crib, but excuse me, but it will fit in his pack and play, and you can sit on the floor. But anyways, it has a sling that you attach to it, and that way they can lay at a 30-degree angle. They can sleep in the supine or prone position, or even on their side. and the sling kind of wraps around their body and keeps them from sliding down during nap time or bedtime. So yeah, we just ordered that today. So hopefully we'll have it in like 4 to 6 days. It's coming from Alabama, I think. So anyhow, yeah, I'm gonna stop this video here, and that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later and give you a better Noah update tomorrow. But again, thank you all for all your thoughts and prayers during Noah's time in the hospital. It really meant a lot to us. So yeah, thanks so much, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.